What's happening? I've just bought another record. Couldn't resist it. In fact, it took me ages to find the shop again, even though I've been in there loads. Ended up asking this couple of like fucking bagheads, man. Anyway, I just asked to I've just been looking for his UB40 area. I couldn't find it, so I asked him, but I'll tell you what, I've just told him he's got just as many rare UB40 12 inches as me. Unbelievable shop. But I did buy another Madness record, which is a rather special one. I was looking for this coloured version of Waiting for the Ghost Train, but I don't know where that's gone, but it's all good though. So we're going to give this a spin. You actually see what I've got in here. And 20 quid was the right bargain. I thought I'd dive in his UB40 section, and I thought, cool, you know what I mean, he might have something I ain't got, but I did tell him, I said, you got all the like classics in there. And yet again, all these records are like really good condition. Then he hunts them down like that, I think. Right? In fact, now I'm buying quite a few records, I might like sell a few of mine to like him. He said like bring some in, because he's into all sorts, man. Disco and all sorts he was just talking to this other bloke about. I've got plenty of that. So what I might do is get a deal going where I can take like 30 records in, he'll give me a price, and I'll just snap all his up. You get more in store credit kind of thing. So it pays to do it like that if you're wheeling and dealing. But his eyes did light up though when I said I had 600 all wrapped up and ready to go. Oh yeah. You know what time it is, don't you? This is a really good copy. And for 20 quid, it was a proper bargain, really. I've got 1,000,001 fucking messages to answer, haven't you? In fact, I'll do a little live from the record shop later, might go back. But yeah, 20 quid, bargain. And all I'm saying is it's madness, but I'll show you in a minute. Yeah, couldn't believe his UB40 section. Just as good as mine. Except I've got a few more rarities, I think. But he's got all the right ones. There's also all sorts of other fucking music in there. From the Beatles to fucking the Who, everybody. I don't know sort of what ravey music he's got. I'll have to have another look. Yeah, it keeps taking me ages to find the shop again. Even though I've been in there like loads of times. I think I bought about, I don't know how many new records. I probably spent 250, possibly 300 quid in his shop so far. But what I'll start doing now is I'll start dealing in records, so he can take my ones that I don't want, and he can just give me a price. So he's quid's in really, because whatever he does me for them, I'm just going to spend it in his shop anyway, so everyone's a winner, I think. I'll definitely get rid of all that shit. Fucking windy. Where's that clicks, man? I need it now. Yeah, tonight I'm going to be live from the phone, but I'll also be having me drone up in the air. Not that I don't know if I'm going to see anything though with drones. I suppose it depends which way you go about shooting it on. But I think all I've got to do is turn the exposure right down, and then hello there. So I'm just at the front door and get in. What I might do though is right, I'll just show you this record quickly. And we're in. Welcome along. And hello to the new subscribers coming in, I noticed. I still got to order the stylus for that Technics today. But anyway, what's in the bag, you ask yourself? In this live stream, I'm just going to show you my new record. I do all live streams. I'm just completely live all the time. I very rarely upload a video. But anyway, I'm going to show you my new record that I just bought for 20 quid. Check this out. Do you want to know what it is? I might show you that. One Step Beyond. A really mint copy and a special copy. Let me put a light on. Check this out. I ain't got the light there. I'm going to need the light. There we go. And I've got the bed and breakfast man sleeve, which is quite rare. 20 quid, this is a bargain, honestly. For Madness's first album, and this is a really rare copy, because it's got a different sleeve. I'll tell you what, these UB40 collections just blow me away. Obviously I've got the cherry red vinyl copy. But here, we got the original look. Yeah, man. One Step Beyond. And we're going to be spinning One Step Beyond later. What we're going to do is take off this specials record, another one of my new ones. All first presses he's got in there, man. But this is the specials. More specials. But anyway, it's in really good condition. Anyway, we'll give that a spin later. Because I've got to get ready. I've got to get ready for the eclipse. Anybody want to join me tonight? I'll be live on here. What we're going to be doing, we're going to be live on here looking at the eclipse, and I'm also going to have my drone up, so we'll be able to look at the controller, look at the screen, and we'll see exactly what's going on with this eclipse. But I'm pretty confident I can send my drone up, focusing on the sun, but then just alter the settings a bit. The exposure. So there's quite a bit going on tonight. And I'm going to we'll be using the Leo for that, but we'll also be taking out the radios because I'm going up on the line, up on the hill there.
Welcome. Frequency mode.
We're going to be having this radio on, but we're also going to be taking out the little Midland. Okay, mate. Yeah, thank you for subscribing. Hello to all the new people out there. I noticed people came in yesterday. Yeah, I'm always live anyways. Yeah, we've got the drone's already charged. I'm going to charge my other phone, so then you'll be able to see what's going on. I'm going to take the radios up there, up onto, basically I'm going to go up on the lines and then walk as if I'm going into Chatham. Yeah, I'm going to be putting a bigger battery pack on that. Hello there, Jay, how you doing? But yeah, that's the plan. I don't know what time it starts, I believe it lasts for about an hour and whatever. But it's going to go pretty dark. I can remember the last one, right, in 1999. And I can remember that I was gardening and all the birds stopped, man. It just went dark and all the birds stopped tweeting. But I think tonight it's going to be about 95%, so it's going to go pretty dark. But I'm hoping to catch the sun, and I think there's going to be quite a few people up there. So I'll be able to, like, I'm just going to move around a little bit when it's all happening. Obviously my drone's up quite high. But I took this out this morning. I took the Mini 4K out, right? I'll tell you what, after using the Lito, this just sounds like a beast, man. It just whizzes through the sky. It's definitely a bit faster than what it should be. But saying that, tonight we'll just be going up in altitude, probably to about 100 metres, 110 metres. And I'll just sit there and just, the satellites, I'll hold it all together. Anyway, you know what time it is? It's that time. It's that time again. When we got to open some windows. Also completely sealed my tent with spray. I'll show you. Yes, quite cool in there, believe it or not. My first time in a light coloured tent in the heat. I'll tell you what, all you people out there that get fucking black tents, green tents, they're just ovens. This one's actually really cool. It's because it's white. So if you had a green tent, all it'd do is just get really hot. The same with a black tent or any other colour tent. Whereas that stays very cool. And that's just due to the colour. That's my mate, a couple of doors away. I think he's got ADHD, he's got something, man. He seems to waffle on, man. He's only young, but it's mad how I'm 54 and I can spot the ADHD, man, in all these young ones, man. Especially him, blurting his words out like that. Proper full on, man. I don't know what his disorder is, but he's definitely got one. I might have to let his mum know. Do you know your fucking little boy's got a disorder? I don't know what it is though. It's definitely, he sounds a bit autistic with learning issues, but I don't like to say People have got learning issues when they haven't, when they might not have, if you get me. Right. Got some notes, look. 35 quid. In the money. Right, what we've got to do is charge this bad boy up. The RT 950. Oh. I heard there's RT 1000 out there, but I can't. I think it's just spam because I can't find it. Right, that's the one. Cheeky Chops is out again out there, man. I hear him some nights at like 11:30, man. Right. Let's get the drone in the bag. Let's get a cold drink, man. Cheeky chappy outside. Shut up, yeah. You can hear it. Yeah, I will be doing the moon. Yeah, basically the moon's going to go over the sun. that's not why my tents are. Just going to pump my pillow up. Do excuse the noise. There's a knack to getting in. Nice bit of air conditioning. Blazing out there. I think it's about 33 or 34 out there. It's going to be interesting tonight once I get up on that high ground, because we're going to really see the eclipse. What we're also going to be able to see, we're also going to be able to see the birds and how they react, because they think it's night, because it just gets dark and then gets light again. Tell you what, proper pleased with this. It's mad, this album, man. Quite a rarity. Saying that, where's my UB40 pile? The UB40's down here somewhere. It's all these bags, man. But his UB40 pile, if I dive into his UB40, his UB40 is nearly as good as mine. I told him, I said, your UB40 is as good two-ton. I said, you've got some real rare ones in there. I keep telling him what's pretty rare. He's got some rare sort of beat albums and that, and I'm telling him, that's rare, that's rare. Because obviously, he gets it all of the music, whereas I just specialise in that little bit. Anyway, we've got the Midland. We're going to be taking the telescopic, and I think that's all we're going to need on that one. So we'll take the extended battery pack. We'll take that, and then for the rad tail, which is getting a charge, the rad tail we'll be taking a few antennas, which is here. We'll be taking this big long one for the PMR and all that sort of stuff, the high frequencies. And then what we'll also take is, I've got a separate telescopic that fits. It's got a different connector than the other one that fits the rad tail, so we'll be taking that, and we'll also be taking this, which is a rather good FM aerial, which is nearly as good as a telescopic, But what we'll do in a minute is just whack in that one. Got the airband on there at the minute.
Welcome. Frequency mode.
TC92 Victor.
Airplanes on the AM. But what we'll do, once we get near Chatham later, we'll whack it on the FM.
134460, American 325.
American 365 or whatever it was. But yeah, I'll get right over Chatham later. I'll be looking right over Chatham and we'll put the power on. I'll give them Chatham fucking people in a headache. We'll also put the GPS on because it will tell me how high we are. It's got built-in GPS, this one, which is basically over here. Look. Go to here. Oh, the GPS. I'll turn it on.
Confirm.
I'll show you what it does. So you turn it on.
Welcome. Frequency mode.
When that goes green, it means you're locked in to the GPS. And then I'll show you, it'll tell us what altitude we're at, how high we are, sea level. We'll go green. Come on.
Unfortunately, David level 360 Mount Oxa.
Shut up. Heathrow Airport approach. Just need that. Just need that to go green. Which it will do. Maybe if I put it again. That's really hot up here.
Air France 56 Tango, VHS, to climb flight level 370.
French. Why that GPS kicked in?
Flight level 350 Air France.
Menu.
Air France 56 Tango.
Menu. Confirm.
So it's gone green now, look. Now what we do is whack that and it'll give us our GPS coordinates, look. And that's how high we are. We're 93.8 metres above sea level. So it'll be interesting to see what we get to later.
Menu.
But in the meantime, we'll turn it off.
Confirm.
Anyway, I'll catch you all a bit later.